What's up, everyone? We are live. 64-60 TCU at the line. Missed free throw, Bandego rebound. Since he's got the ball down 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Finally, we're not going to have a show that sucks because we're on the air early. So we'll keep you updated. Lock and bucket down low, Cats down 2. Jameer Nelson Jr., 3, missed it. TCU offensive rebound. Rebounds have been killing the Cats today. UC's got 30. TCU's now got 35. It would be the first time this year that UC lost a rebounding battle. Another offensive rebound. 90 seconds. TCU up 2. Missed it. Another offensive rebound. A minute off the clock in crunch time. It's 90s night at Fifth Third Arena. Guess what? 90s Bearcats wouldn't let that happen. Step back, air ball, and it's staying with TCU. They've had 7 shots this possession. Don't fact check me, but it's at least 5. .4 on the shot clock, though. We should be all right. Get the broadcast going as soon as the final buzzer sounds. Thank you, Kirby. Nick Kirby's on the 1s and 2s tonight, working the graphics for us. And, Kirby, I'm going to want you to put that mic and drill at number 2. Number 1, obviously, can be the final result. You can get creative with it as the graphics man tonight. The man with the magic touch. But, yeah, Mike and drill, obviously. Cincinnati can't make a layup. I know Houdini's pulling his hair out right now. The hair that he doesn't have. We'll get into that in just a minute. Chat room, what's going on? Who do we got? Steve from Chicago. Steve, I didn't see it. I didn't see you in Old Town that night. What? Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Fetters, what's good? Alex Wallace. Alex Wallace is a damn legend, folks. All right, we'll start this show shortly. What did they call here? Win or lose, Cincinnati's not bad. That's the good news. They're not a bad basketball team. They're digging themselves in a hole, losing home games. Maybe tough to get to the tournament if they don't win this game. Plenty of opportunities, but losing 2 on your home floor with really no key wins in the out-of-conference, they're going to have to sneak out some road games if they want to reach that 8-9 mark that'll get them into the tourney. But they're not bad. I mean, enjoy the climb. Let's get some down the drive.
Cincinnati, no matter what happens moving forward. TCU +8 in the rebounding category tonight. +8 in the offensive rebounding category. They've got 17 offensive rebounds due to the Horn Frogs.
A little box score rundown. John Newman's been great. He has 13 on 6 of 10 shooting, 6 rebounds. Day Thomas is 7 of 15. All 8 of his misses, again, don't fact check me, have been missed wide open layups. There was one, I remember in the beginning of the year when he went up to cram one, I think against like Illinois Chicago. May have been first game of the season. He thought he was MJ for a second. He put salt in his shoes, tried to dunk from the free throw line, and wasn't even close. Tonight had a chance for just a basic dunk. Instead, he threw it about 10 feet over the basket, complete brick. But Day-Day's been good, man. We'll get into that. He's got 14. Skilling's had a great second half. He's got 11. Lukosius 7. Lacken 8. Bandego 6. Jizzle James 1. Josh Reed 2. Welcome, for those of you into the pre-show. 64-62 TCU, 63 seconds to go at Fifth Third Arena. I have no idea who has the ball. Okay, it's TCU with .9 on the shot clock underneath their own hoop. They get it into 0, and he ate too much popcorn. It went right through his hand. Cincinnati ball. Sorry about it, Jamie Dixon. Got enough product in? Kirby, what am I getting rid of on the J-Bar? Get rid of the, you can get rid of folks. We have an identity. Put Mike and Drill down there at 2, and then it's your call at number 1 for the start of the show. Give me anything. But if you put a Go Muskies in there, I'm gonna text Trace and tell him to fire you. I don't know how much clout I have with this company, but you're not gonna be working here tomorrow, bub. He's a company man. Kirby's a company man. He's not gonna do that to us. All right, Day Thomas. 1 minute to go. Because it's ESPN Plus, I got to watch the damn game on my phone. Lukosius. Skillings. Don't shoot that. Thomas, 3. Oh! Hey, Day! Cincinnati's up 1. 43 seconds. I'm getting flashbacks of Texas. So I think Day-Day's got 17 now. You could put, if that's the game-winning bucket, or at least the bucket that ends up being the decisive one, Kirby, you could put 8-day. 8-day. Speaking of which, I'm going to try to rip that off the internet real quick. Hurricane Chris, Bay. All right, let's get this. 90% chance I affect your computer with malware, Trace, but for the brand. All right, YouTube to. If the Bearcats lose this game and they drop to 1-3 in the conference, we may turn this page into just a stocks page, Roaring Kitty 2 type thing. I'll be a Roaring Kitty. I'll put on a headband. Go Eric Hicks with the headband. Put it over my ears. All right. Kidding me? An error occurred. The video is restricted or illegal. Of course it is. They all are. That hasn't stopped me before. All right, 40 seconds to go. Jamie Dixon's going wild. He's aged like a fine wine. Fans going nuts at the shoe. Broadcasters said you can't even hear yourself think in Fifth Third Arena right now. How can you not love Big 12 basketball, folks? All right, TCU's got it. 38 seconds to go, down 1. They haven't scored in the last 5 minutes, 15 seconds. 30 to go. TCU's going to win. Of course you can hear a pin drop. They let the best shooter on the floor get a wide open 3. TCU's going to win. And there's still a lot of time left. Cats can win, but they're not going to. Either I reverse jinx them or I just know what's happening, but either way I'll take. Damn travesty. Travesty. I can't even download Bay. Click to download. Yeah, that's going to break my computer. God, these websites suck. 67-65 TCU, 18 seconds left. Cincinnati has the ball. Cincinnati has the possession arrow. Cincinnati's in the double bonus. Who cares if Cincinnati's in the double bonus? They're not making 2 free throws. Don't get fouled. Are we the only team in America in this situation that says don't get fouled? Whatever you do, don't go to the free throw line. Unless Frederick somehow gets healthy in the next 5 minutes. There we go. All right. We have post-game sound lined up only if the Bearcats win. If they lose, we're just ripping through this thing. But they're not losing. Forget what I just said 2 minutes ago. 18 seconds left. Cincinnati down 2. We got the ball. Welcome, everyone who's sitting here. Am I that far behind? Oh, no. Did we win? Hold on. I'm turning the chat off. Oh, he made a layup! No! Just when I thought you couldn't get any worse at layups, you totally redeem yourself. Missed 3, TCU. Rebound, Skillings. He's fouled! Gotta keep your composure. This game's probably over. To those of you, welcome. I'm watching on a stream right now. Apparently, I'm a little behind. Skillings at the free throw line, 67-67, 2 seconds left. 71%. Tonight he's hit 1. He missed it. I swear to God, if West does not have these guys in the gym, I want this to be a Coach Carter-like situation. You don't get out of that gym until, forget the 7 million push-ups that Coach Carter made his team do. Rich what? Richmond. Instead of the push-ups and the miles and the suicides, please, free throws. Free throws, Wes. You make 10 in a row, you don't go home. I don't care if you sleep in that gym. Look at Ray Felt to make you an omelet. 7 of 16, under 50%. It's been like that for about 3 weeks now. It's the worst free throw shooting team I've ever seen. That's not hyperbole. That includes the Friars Club that I used to coach. Granted, they shot it from 4 feet, but come on. Dude, just start the game. I got a show to do. I just love how this is going to be a, after the live show is done, this is going to be like a taped stream at that point, or just a video that you can click on YouTube. And the first 20 minutes is just going to be me going nuts. No show whatsoever, no co-host. All right, 3.7 seconds, Skillings at the line. I have a really bad feeling about this. Chat may be going nuts one way or the other. Oh, shit. I got the score in front of me. Skillings, second free throw, he missed it. And Bandego fouled him. TCU's going to the line, Cincinnati's going to... This team sucks. This team sucks. I don't care what I said about them being Gruden grinders. This team sucks. What a train wreck. Who cares? It's just college basketball. Who cares? Gives a shit. You know, if you make a free throw, Dan, that wouldn't be an issue there. Just saying. Let's not talk about Aziz being the issue of why Cincinnati's going to lose this game. You make a free throw. Maybe someone will ask Wes in the press conference this time, hey, are free throws an issue? No, they're not. You had other chances to win. It's in your hands. And sorry, I'm emotional. I yell because I care. I love Wes Miller. I love the Bearcats, but God bless. Now I got to do a post-game show on this. I'd rather go to church. All right, so the good news is TCU has a number 8 at the line. I don't know when they started allowing number 8 in college basketball, but this guy looks like he sucks. He clanked it. Reynolds rebound. 2 seconds left. Day-Day, half quarter. Oh, strong-armed it. Overtime we go. Nuts. But good God. What, I got to sit here for another 20 minutes and entertain you guys? Houdini, if you can hear me, you may as well just hop on. We can do a little chatter right now as we watch the show. Chatter that we're going to drop. We were hopefully going to do it tomorrow, but I only have the studio for so long, so we may have to drop it on Thursday. But we got great stuff on the Real News Network. Listen to some of these stories that Houdini and I are going to break down. Just wait. Hold on. You'll love this. The Bass Pro Shops aquarium nude man that jumped into the tank. We haven't had a chance to discuss that. We're going to. This is a good one. A man who accidentally set his house on fire by cooking a steak in his toaster is unsatisfied with the insurance payout. That's insanity. Just wait till you hear some of these quotes in the article. That's real. That's comes from Austin, Texas. This is a good one. A Florida man. Exploding toilet at a Dunkin' Donuts leads to a lawsuit. Wait till you hear about the exploding toilet. And then a squatting black bear is chased. This is in Austin, too, from a crawl space with a paintball gun. We'll get into some of those. We got the MySpace top 5. We don't have a MySpace top 5 in this one. What else do we got? We're going to talk about Rick Pitino with one of the greatest sound bites of all time. Detroit Lions, first playoff win in 32 years. This weather sucks. And, yeah, that'll be on the chatter. So if you're listening right now and you think I'm somewhat entertaining, go ahead. It's on Chatterbox Sports. Hit the chatter. Subscribe to it. And it's where sports and comedy collide for a whole bunch of chatter. Overtime starts right now, 67-67, Cincinnati TCU. Let's entertain you for the next. This is going to be like 25 minutes of real time. We're staying late in the studio tonight. Jewel Osco is going to have to wait. Kylan, if you're listening. The Jewel's going to have to wait. We got the Bearcats. I just can't believe that TCU had a number 8 going up to the free throw line. When did that rule change? Someone let me know in the chat. For the longest time, you could not be 8 in college basketball. But you knew when 8 was going to the free throw line with the way he looked, that was a clank. There we go. John Newman, 3. Hello, Newman. Hold on. Let's turn this down. Let's go. Newman.
Newman? Tell the world my story.
Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman.
Boom. Hello, Newman. 70-69 Cincinnati. 3:55 to go. Mark Fetters, it's going to come down to free throws. Well, if that's the case, we are absolutely screwed. Fouled. TCU fouled. They're going to the line, down 1, 3:43 to go. How did Dan Skillings miss that free throw? Come on, you're at home. Step up there and take a deep breath. Do the old J.J. Redick method. Spin, dribble, deep breath, shoot. Can't leave it short. Forget the fact that I said we stink like 2 minutes ago. Again, an emotional reaction. That'll happen. My takes will switch every 45 minutes. I process the information and go with a take based on the information I receive. But this team's tough, man. They play hard. This is now 4 straight Big 12 games, win or lose, that's going to go down to the final possession. Enjoy the climb. May not happen this year, but they're competing. And we have not been competing the last few years. We were begging to compete on the glass and not get blown out by 20 points to Houston. Guess what? This team just beat Houston. This team may be one of the better teams in the Big 12. They almost beat Kansas. They're 2-1, but they could realistically be 3-0. Newman up and under, 72-71, Cincinnati, 3:20 to go. I'll tell you what, the shoe, man, this place is rocking. Cincinnati loves their college basketball. This is excellent. It's great to have the Big 12 back. Make free throws. Good call. Good call, Kirby. That's why he's talent and on the creative team. TCU drills a 3. No, it was a 2. They're up 1. Locking 3. Short. That's a carry. That's a travel. That's a turnover. Don't get a T, Newman. It's getting chippy. Emotions are running high. Thank you. Guys, this is going to be a nice win. And notice I said it's going to be. Manifestation. It's real. But this would be big, man. Win on the road at BYU, TCU at home. You go into Oklahoma. You win that game. You're in the catbird seat. Don't lose to West Virginia twice. You lose at West Virginia. That's probably not a horrible. I mean, this team isn't going to have many chances to pick up bad losses this year. You know, I don't know how good Oklahoma State is. West Virginia, UCF, 3 teams right there that, you know, could potentially fall into quad 2. But I don't think there are any quad 3. If there is, let me know in the chat. But and the committee has shown over the years that they don't even care about who you really lose to. And it makes sense. I mean, they want teams in the tournament that can beat good teams. They don't want the cupcakes that are padding the schedules, but they know once they get into the dance, you know, they're going to be a 10 seed that's either one and done or just doesn't have a chance to compete. They want teams that can compete. I mean, this team's competing. Have a chance to pick up another big win. 19th ranked TCU, underrated 19th ranked TCU, I may add. Underrated. This team's going to kill me, though. Going to kill me. Dude, how long is this game going to take? I've been on the air for... I got on at the under 4 timeout. I've been on for 24 minutes. Come on. Got a life to live, Bearcats. Just hit your free throws. We'd be out of here. We'd be doing the post-game show. It'd be smooth sailing. We'd be singing, "A Bay Bay, A Day Day." We'd be 13-4. We'd be 2-2. Instead, we're waiting on the 9th official review. Just make a call, for God's sakes. Reds Daily, our guy Greg. I'm pacing back and forth. Can't handle this. Not doing well, but good to see you guys. You know, I don't pace as much as I used to. I do in the shootout and doing the tournament games, but that's pretty much it. I mean, go back circa 05 or I guess 09, Chuck Walter. I was, you know, Luke Herringody and Kyle McElharney and some of those Notre Dame games. I just remember specifically I was pacing big time throughout the living room, but not a pacer anymore. I'm just a watcher. I'm cool, calm, and collected. For those of you that just joined the broadcast, I have not done anything irrational in the last 15 minutes. Nothing. This is ridiculous. Make a damn call. I don't even care if you give TCU the ball, give them a flagrant. I don't care. Just call something. All right, Amy. Give us something good. Jump ball, Cincinnati. Cincinnati ball down 1, 2:38 to go. Alex Wallace says, life, aren't you married with a kid? I am married, no kids. No kids. My child right now is Chatterbox Bearcats. I'm nurturing this thing, but Wes Miller's got to help me out. And Dan Skillings, you got to make a damn free throw. We can't take this thing to the moon without some W's. Jamie Dixon's complaining. He's like, where's DeJuan Blair? He's not in the purple uniform, buddy. Where is DeJuan Blair? Here's an observation that no one's going to think about. The student section's a lot better for the Cats, and maybe no one cared about the American that much, and there's just a spark with the Big 12, but best crowds I've seen in a long time. Engaged throughout. Lock and 3. Bang. Silky locking. Defense. Slapping the floor, baby. All right. 2's got it. Newman's playing suffocating defense straight up. Garbage shot. Foul on the floor. TCU's got it. 2 minutes left, down 2. Cats got to learn how to win. That's one thing that I give Mick a lot of credit with in his last few years, especially with UC, especially that Cumberland year, Cumberland's junior year, where it was pretty much Jaron, Trey Scott, Jennifer, and everyone else. They won every single close game. Every single close game. Wes has lost just about every single close game. Yet to close one out. BYU wasn't close. Illinois wasn't close. I know they closed out a close UCF game last year and maybe a few dumpy teams, but they had Houston last year on the ropes, up 10 or whatever, 5 minutes left, and blew it. Blew Texas. Blew Baylor. They got to learn how to win. But it starts with getting talent on the team, and Wes has done a good job of that. So we got our guy. Nice pass. Skillings, make a damn layup. Skillings misses the layup, 1:40 to go, 75-75. 5 ties in the game, 9 lead changes. Been competitive pretty much the entire game, minus a few spurts where the Horn Frogs went up 9-10. Steal by Newman. Newman's been great all the way to the bucket. He's fouled. Free throws coming up. Please. There's a guy in Cincinnati, Ohio. John Newman. Please. Just one. I'm not asking for 2. 2 would be nice, but just one. Just one. Take the lead. Perfect swish. Perfect swish. 76-75. Got them both. Thank you. 77-75, minute 18 left. Wonder if Nick Lachey's in attendance. When's the last time he's gone to a game? Get your ass to a game, Lachey. I know you're a chatterhead. Get your ass to a game, Lachey. We got a team. Cats up by 2, 60 seconds left. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Timeout, Jamie Dixon. All right, we're at 59.8, 77-75 Cincinnati. Houdini's going to join me in a little. We're going to get the show rolling, break this thing down. This overtime's really delved into my time in the studio, so we'll be concise. None of the rambling that I've been giving you the last few weeks where I just talk for about 45 minutes, forget what I'm saying, and look like an absolute asshole on air. None of that. None of that. 2 free throws. John Newman. Chicken Genius, 420, how are we? God, this would be a big win. Get it done. Let's see what the Bearcats chat's saying. They're pretty rational. He ate too much popcorn, Chuck. Good to see you, Merritt. 7 of 17 from the line. One freaking time. Winning the game would be nice. Day-Day has looked good, except for airballing 9 layups. Okay, back to the game. Runner, TCU got it. 77-77, 48 seconds to go, Cincinnati ball. Timeout, Wes. I'm getting another beer. Hold on, guys. All right, Cats ball, 77-77. We got Day-Day, Seamas, Victor, Newman, and Skillings on the floor. Don't shoot that, Skillings. Skillings, slashing, layup, got it. Tough shot. One stop, Cats are going to win. Don't let him shoot it. Don't let the big guy shoot it. Oh, let him shoot it. Thomas rebound. He's fouled. Cincinnati's going to the free throw line to ice it out. 79-77, 5.9 seconds to go. All right, let me tell Houdini to hop on. I'll update him. All right. Shoot. 9 for 19 from the free throw line for Cincinnati. Day-Day Thomas has a chance to ice it. He's going to do it. First one up. Got it. Cheers, Day-Day. One free throw away from Cincinnati's first ever home Big 12 win. Houdini's not hopping on. He says, need him to hit these first. Houdini, we got a show to do. When you become a semi-professional broadcaster, this is what you have to give up. You think the broadcasters that are getting ready to go on the local news and report on this game are sitting there drinking a beer, eating Funyuns right now? No, they're on the elevator getting down to interview Wes, and he hit the free throw, so hop on. Cincinnati's going to win. No fouls. Let him shoot the three. Put a little pressure on him. They heave it long. It's actually a really good play. Miller three, bricked it, missed it. Cincinnati wins. 81-77 final. Cats are 2-2 in the Big 12. Biggest win of the Wes Miller era. Bigger than BYU. That's a damn good team they just beat. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No. Oh, no, they're storming the floor. Oh, no. It's not that big a win. Oh, no. Oh, come on, guys. I was actually just thinking about this the other day. UC has not stormed the floor in a game in my lifetime, and they storm it for this one? I mean, that's a huge win. I'm fired up. But, hey, let's go. Storm the floor. And it's actually a pretty decent stormage. Second top 25 win of the season. They add this with BYU. That's 2 massive wins. This team's in good shape to go to the NCAA tournament. Houdini! What do you say, baby?
Dude, they're storming the court. Is that what they're doing right now? There you go.
Yeah, can we actually
yourself one.
Can we actually discuss this real quick? Because I was just talking to myself about it. Have we seen a court stormage in our lifetime? And they do it against TCU? Like, that's, to me, it's super random. I'm not mad about it. I'm pro storm the court whenever. It just seems super random. If you would have told me 5 minutes ago they're storming the floor, I would have been like, no, they're not. They haven't stormed the floor in Fifth Third Arena history. How do we do?
Yeah, I don't know if we have, but I mean, I think that's the craziest game I've seen UC play. I really like the last God knows how long, like the obviously the last couple minutes of regulation, then OT. I mean, both guys missing free throws. We can't make a layup to save our life, but make the 2 hardest layups that I've seen the team even take to Day Thomas and Skillings there at the end. I mean, it was insanity, dude. I think I'm losing my voice. I was just screaming at the TV for about an hour straight. So here we are.
I do not care about you losing your voice. The only thing I care about is starting. I was going to say sharding. Let's shard a stove, baby. Let's shart a show. Shard a show. Here we go. Chatterbox Bearcats, everyone. Roll the tape. Boom. God, we really have to work on that out cue right there. You know, just a little dissolve so it isn't so choppy. But hey, the seas were choppy today at Fifth Third Arena. Very choppy. Wes Miller said, Day Thomas, John Newman, don't tell me how rocky the sea is. Just bring the ship in. That's a Dan Ragland quote. Shout out Dan Ragland, old coach of Moeller High School. Actually saw him up in Athens for Dad's weekend. I was in his homeroom. He had no idea who I was. Anyways, Dan, you know who I am now. We're hosting a podcast after a big win. Welcome to Chatterbox Bearcats, everyone. Chuck and Houdini with you. Cincinnati gets it done in overtime, 81-77. Survive and advance. Biggest win of the Wes Miller era. Fans storm the floor. A little nuance we haven't seen in a while. Welcome to everyone in the chat room. Welcome to everyone that listens to this show, watches this show tomorrow. It is a great day to be a Bearcat fan. What a W, Houdini. Opening thoughts.
Oh, God, man. I thought for sure that was going to end exactly how the last few games have ended, and I wasn't sure if I could take it anymore. I was texting people saying, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if I can handle this just from a health standpoint. I was losing my goddamn mind. Such a frustrating game, and then to come back and finally cap it off and put it together at the end of the game, it feels fantastic. I'm ecstatic about it, but it wasn't easy sledding getting there. I'll tell you that. I had like 6 heart attacks. I hit the ground a few times. Thought about breaking the TV, but here we are. We got the W.
All right, so let's talk about how the end of the game went. Cincinnati has the ball. I guess they get the rebound, 5-6 seconds left in the game. Dan Skillings gets fouled, goes to the free throw line, double bonus, hit one of them, and you have a pretty good chance of winning. And I think, honestly, it was less than that. It may have been like 4 seconds to go in the game. Goes to the free throw line, clank. Second one, short. Aziz Bandago goes over the back, a foul. TCU goes to the free throw line the other way. Thank God it was a 1-and-1. Number 8 goes to the line for TCU. I don't even want to give him a name. Who cares? We don't care about the opposition on Chatterbox Bearcats. The only player that I know after this game for TCU, that's how much I'm focusing on my team and scouting my team, is Jameer Nelson's son. And God, that makes me feel old. So anyways, number 8 goes to the free throw line. No idea when number 8 became an acceptable number in collegiate basketball. But apparently it was in the last few years. He bricks it. Overtime we go. In overtime, a lot of John Newman, a lot of Day Thomas. Can we just play this real quick? Hold on. For everyone at home, and this is a public service announcement and apology from myself and Houdini, although it wasn't always pretty at times. Day Thomas is playing good basketball right now. Forget the fact that we said it's Jizzle James' team.
Everybody sing.
Hey, Day Thomas. What were the final numbers on him tonight?
Day, God, if he made a couple of layups, he probably would have had 40 points tonight. Let's see what he finished with. He finished
21.
with 21.
9 of 17.
6 assists, 3 steals. He was doing it all, man. He was, like I said, even last game, I was like, we owe Day an apology. I know you weren't on. We owe him another one because he single-handedly was he was all over the damn place. He had a couple of airballed layups. I don't know if I've seen many of those where he legitimately does not hit the rim at all. He just launches it off the backboard. I think we just need to go back to the basics, do layup drills across the board. We had guys missing layups left and right. What was the free throw stat line again? 52%. Jesus, Wes. Come on, guys. We're not going to win these games if we shoot 50% from the free throw line. My God. But we got it done, so you can't complain.
Well, they shot at 50% for the free throw line. They being the Horn Frogs. They were 6 of 12. Cincinnati was 11 of 21 from the line. Cincinnati gets out-rebounded by 6, 41-35. Cincinnati's identity this year has been cleaning up on the glass. First time this year they don't, and they get the Big 12 win at home over TCU for a multitude of reasons, but it all comes down to the reason Cincinnati got back in this game, because TCU scored 23 points in the first 5 minutes, and it looked like I was disgusted with what I saw. They clamped down on defense, Cincinnati did, and had 3 or 4 to 5 minute stretches the rest of the game where they did not allow TCU to score the basketball whatsoever. Played really good defense and beat a really good Horn Frogs team that didn't shoot it bad. They were 11 of 25 from deep for 44%, and like I mentioned, they dominated the glass, and they also turned Cincinnati over 15 times. On the flip side, Cincinnati turned TCU over 19 times. But back to Day Thomas with the 21 points. There was one where he went up for a layup, and I thought he was going to try to flush it like he did against UIC. The difference was there wasn't 2 defenders draped all over him like in that UIC game. He had a clear path to the basket to slam it home, and instead he went with the finger roll, and you're right, it almost went over the hoop. It was bad, but hey, he hit the free throws when it mattered, went 2 of 2 from the line. Dan Skillings was 2 of 6 from the line. He really has to work on his it's been anything but charity, let's put it that way. Newman 2 of 5, but he hit the 2 at the end of the game after starting off 0-3. Mike and drills, man. Free throws and Mike and drills. I know that no one wants to do the layup lines. Everyone wants to, they do the layup lines for 15 seconds to look cool. They tear off the breakout pants, and then they immediately go into elbow jumpers, three-pointers, and windmill dunks. Back to the basics. Layup lines, Mike and drills. How many Mike and drills how many Mike-ins can you hit in 30 seconds? Come on. George Mike and Tachi better than that. Hit some layups.
Oh, yeah. They should have won. That's why I was getting so pissed off when they started pulling. I think they had it to 7 or 9 points in the second half. And I'm sitting there going, God, if we could make a layup or a free throw, we should be winning this game by 10-plus points. And if we lose another one and start out 1-3, then it's going to be an uphill battle trying to get back in the mix of things in the Big 12. So you can't have these things slip away. But it was, God, I'm glad we got to win, but it was frustrating. I don't know how many second chance points that they had, but it had to have been 20 plus. They were getting, 4 or 5 shots at a possession. The sidebar though, the announcer had to have been, did he just graduate from TCU or something? I've never seen a more biased announcer. I thought I was watching the TCU ESPN Plus, like the actual broadcasters for TCU, because he was saying when Jameer Nelson Jr. got fouled the last possession or so he called. I don't know if you saw that, Chuck, where the guy clearly was out of bounds and jumped back in before he, whatever you want to call it, got back in bounds before he touched the ball. But the announcer was pissing me off all game. And thank God we ended up winning it. But, yeah, Day Thomas in clutch where he hit that layup and then he hit that three. I can't remember if it was the overtime or the
It was overtime.
regulation
Yeah,
or
it was
not.
overtime.
Was it
knocked down
overtime?
that three. Yep.
So he
Yes,
did
sir.
everything we wanted, and him and Newman really, I think, were the MVPs of the night.
Yeah, I think Wes was, with a few decisions, MVP, sticking with Day Thomas. When, Jizzle was playing pretty well in the first half. There were some moments, but he went back to Day, and it was clearly Day's game, and he rode him until the end, and we are happy with that tonight. I think we're happy with the fact that he went with Aziz Bandago a little bit longer than Jameel Reynolds in this game. I don't understand why, and this is why this team is unique. This is why this team is good, in my opinion. They're deep. We've been saying this since the preseason, that this team can throw a lot of different lineups and styles at you. And we're not even accounting for C.J. Frederick and his shooting abilities, but they can play differently, and they can throw a bunch of different lineups at you. Mixed it up at some points of the game. I didn't love the two big lineups when he rolled it out there. We saw too much of Odi Oguama in the game, which is anything, and that's, again, we love Odi. Huge Odi fans. We love what he's done for the program. He's going to have a game this year where a player's going to be in foul trouble. Odie's going to step in. He's going to do something. But right now, he's just too deep in the rotation. There's no reason to squeeze him in there. We had 10 bodies. We were fresh. Anyways, that's that. Josh Reed kind of came back down to earth, but again, he plays hard. He gets rebounds. I don't mind him getting some minutes. But it's hard to decipher right now, and it's got to be a hell of a coaching job for Wes Miller with all these different players. Like Jameel goes off one game, and then you go back to Aziz, and then you switch it up with, Aziz was in there at the end over Victor at one point in the game. So, hey, I'm glad I'm not getting paid to do it. Whatever Wes did in this game worked, so we salute you. Biggest win of the Wes Miller era. So we talked mic and drills. We talked free throws. How about this one, Houdini? Hold on.
Jeez. Newman? Tell the world my story.
Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman.
John Newman, man. John Newman. For the longest time before this season, we called him a defensive specialist and a defensive specialist only. That's what he was before this season. It's what he had been at Clemson. It's what he was in his first season with Cincinnati. And we saw nothing in his 2-3 games last year to think that he was going to be anything else. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals. Excellent defense. 8 of 12 from the floor in this game. 2 of 3 from deep. I mean, John Newman, I was one of many, I think. And I'm man enough to admit it. I'm not Skip Bayless. My takes suck. They suck, but I'm still going to spew them to y'all. I was in the camp of, let's not waste a scholarship on John Newman. We could go out there, get better in the portal. I thought we landed better guys in general, like Seamus and Jameel. And I was just in the camp of, come on, John Newman now. Even at the beginning of the year when Rayvon Griffith, wasn't getting any minutes or wasn't even getting a spot on the roster, at least, he was redshirting. Let's put it that way, whatever I'm trying to say. He's redshirting. I thought, maybe he should get some minutes and split some time with Newman. No, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, Wes. John Newman has looked great at times this year. And even when he doesn't look great offensively, he's going to play hard and give you the standard that is this Cincinnati Bearcats team, because we know the Cats' identity. They're going to play hard. They're going to rebound. They're going to miss a lot of layups and a lot of free throws. But at the end of the day, when they're going to win games, they're going to defend. And you say, well, they gave up 77 points. Their defense wasn't great. I told you, they gave up 23 points in the first 4 minutes of the game, and they went into overtime and gave up 77. That's pretty damn good. They were good defensively tonight, man.
Yeah, I mean, they were on pace. I thought I was watching like the Indiana Pacers play. I mean, they were on pace to give up like 150 within the first few minutes of the game, and then they kind of came back to earth. They started missing a couple of shots, but I mean, TCU shot pretty well throughout the whole thing, minus the free throws. But you're right. Newman was all over the place defensively. I mean, just the length. Him and Day both getting a ton of steals and getting in transition. And then Bandago. He can look very sloppy at times offensively, as we saw him fall down and just throw the ball to nobody a few different times. But his presence on the court, just alters everything that the offense is trying to do. And, for the record, that over the back call was complete bullshit. I cannot believe that they called that, and thank God the guy missed the front end of that 1-and-1. But yeah, the defense is where this team, I think, knows their identity. Offensively, it's a mixed bag. Who the hell is going to show up? Tonight it was Day and John Newman with a little bit of Skillings finishing out too.
I have a soundbite for everything. This is what I think of the refs tonight. And they had 2 periods where they wasted about 10 minutes of everyone's time reviewing something that ended up being a jump ball. It's like, come on, make a decision, be decisive. But this is what I think about the refs tonight.
Shot with 23 free throws in that fourth quarter. What could you?
Thank you, Doug. That's outrageous. What happened tonight? This is completely BS. This is shame.
This is a shame, Houdini. The refs tried to take it from us, and Wes Miller and the boys didn't allow it. Good stuff from Cincinnati. They win the game 81-77. So, Houdini, I'm going to do something right now. We're going to play this. You're going to go to the fridge and get your champagne. Or are you saving it for Oklahoma? We were going to pop champagne after the Xavier game.
We are saving. Listen, this is a Saturday event. Okay, I'm not popping champagne. We already went to overtime. I got work in like 6 hours. All right, we'll get the champagne when we beat Oklahoma Saturday. I think it's a 1:00 game. We'll lock it in. Guarantee it here on the Chatterbox Bearcats.
That'd be back-to-back top 20 wins for Cincinnati. Would be absolutely huge. We're going to keep playing the song. Welcome to everyone that's joining in the chat room. This is your home. It's the only home for instant Cincinnati Bearcats reaction. Jamie Dixon, you suck. Anyways, TCU's great, man. Shout out to the Horn Frogs. They're a really good team. They remind me of that scrappy 6 seed that's going to go to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. Jamie Dixon's got the Horn Frogs looking a lot like the old Pittsburgh teams from the Big East. The DeJuan Blairs, the Levance Fields, the Sam Youngs with his, pump fake that fools everyone a million times. So it's good to be back in a league with Jamie Dixon. Some of those old Pittsburgh, Cincinnati games that went down to the end, the Ronald Ramones of the world, it kind of remind me of that sort of vibe where you're sweating until the very end. They had some Jay Wright games, too, like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, TCU is going to be a real good team. I think they're better than Texas was. I don't know about Baylor, but TCU, Jamie Dixon, I just every time I see his haircut, I just think of the mayor of Whoville. So it's hard for me to get my head out of the gutter there when I'm watching him coach. But he knows what the hell he's doing. And yeah, TCU's a great win. I mean, that's obviously going to be a quad 1. I would think when it's all said and done. We'll see. I know it was a home game, but we got a lot of opportunities, man. 2-2. Could have won every one of them, right? And I know the chat was talking about Chuck. You're a broadcast guy. I don't know if you know the rules though. Have you ever seen them add time on the clock in between free throws? When Skillings shot the first one, there was, I think, 2.2 seconds left. They stopped. They iced him first off. It took about 10 minutes. Stopped it, reviewed it, added an additional 1.5 seconds, I believe, to 3.7. I've never seen anyone do that. I don't even think you can do that.
Well, they did it. And that's why I played. Hold on. That's why I play this.
Shame for the referees. Shame for the league to allow this.
Shame for the league to allow this. How can you do that? No, seriously. Like, how did they do that? Let's run around the Big 12 real quick. Yeah, that is absurd, man. That's 1,000% illegal. You can't, that's like in the NFL. You run a
man, we got some
play.
Kansas trolls in here.
We got some Kansas trolls. Hey, Kansas.
It seems like it.
It's good to be in the Big 12, Kansas. The Kansas game will sober you up big time. Hey, if we come within 10,
I want
that's a
Hunter
moral
Dickinson
victory for us. Yeah.
Aziz is going to eat up Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. He didn't say that. I did. Yeah.
See ya, Kansas. Here's what we got going on right now. Kansas is kicking the absolute shit out of Oklahoma State, 48-30. Oklahoma State sucks. I think that's a bye game in this league. That may be about it. But even playing Oklahoma State on the road is going to be tough unless you're Kansas because, hey, to the Jayhawks faithful in here, thanks for welcoming Cincinnati to the league. Oklahoma, Texas, we'll see you. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Enjoy the SEC. It's good to be here, folks. It's good to be here. I like Kansas. I've always liked Kansas. I think their logo is ridiculous. It looks like a character from Pinocchio. But aside from that, the Jayhawks are great. They always have been. And Bill Self does not wear a toupee. Number 9, Baylor, 49. Kansas State, 45. That is in the second half. And then number 20, BYU, 39. Number 24, Iowa State, 35. That one is in halftime in Ames, Iowa. So BYU takes down Iowa State on the road. That would be another big win for, I guess not a big win, but it would be a big one for Cincinnati, adding that to BYU's resume and helping out the KenPom rankings there. That game is actually in Provo, but BYU is winning 39-35 in that game. So that's your look around the Big 12. Next up for the Cincinnati Bearcats, it's Saturday at 7 p.m. It's Oklahoma. Sooners are good. Top 10 team in the country. What are your thoughts, Houdini? What's the opening line going to be in this game?
Oh, God. Probably Sooners minus, 3.5, 4?
You think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Bearcats minus 1.
Let's see.
The computers like us.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, we were 2.5 against TCU. Oklahoma's right around there. For some reason in my head, I was thinking we were playing at Oklahoma. So no, we'll be favored. We'll be favored by 3.5, I'd say, or 4 at home, especially coming off a TCU win.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were
4.5
against Texas.
Yeah. Think about this.
4.5 against Texas.
Cincinnati has not been ranked since. Were they ranked? They weren't ranked ever in the John Brannon era, I don't think. Maybe when they beat Tennessee that one time, they crept into the top 25. I don't know. I would say Cumberland's junior year, they probably weren't ranked because they lost to Ohio State early, and then they lost a couple early. I don't think. Yeah, they were probably ranked at some point that year. Ended up being a 7 seed, I think. So they were probably cracking the top 25, and that was pre-COVID. I mean, post-COVID, we don't know what a ranking is. You beat Oklahoma Saturday, it's back to the top 25. It's good times ahead. Enjoy the climb, everyone. Bearcats fans, we've been waiting for this. The football team sucked. The basketball team has sucked for forever. The Bengals had their hearts ripped out this year. Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom style. Ripped out. The Reds, they're whatever, but they're on the rise. Xavier sucks. That's nice. It's been tough sledding for Cincinnati fans. Let's enjoy this. Soak it up. Houdini's not going to pop the champagne because he's got work in 5.5 hours and he's a coward. But
and it was
Oklahoma,
TCU,
Cincinnati
Chuck.
On Saturday.
We got bigger fish to fry. It said, and it was TCU. We got bigger fish to fry. It can't be popping champagne after every ranked win. We're gonna have a few of them this year, and you're right. We haven't seen. There's something about just seeing the ranked, just the number next to your team's name when you're checking the bottom line that just changes everything, man.
Yeah.
And it's been so long. That's why when Howard accidentally ranked us 22, it just made me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I was like, wow, that might be nice, man. 22, I don't hate it at all. So
Phenomenal
if we take care of business against Oklahoma, we're 100% being ranked. And I just think, I don't know, for the culture, the program, the confidence of these kids, I think it could be huge for us.
Yeah, Wes Miller's got the thing. He's got the train on the tracks, rolling the right way. I said that there was going to be a decision on Wes Miller and whether he was the guy after 6 games of the Big 12 slate. We've made the decision. He's the guy. Are there some moves that I would love for him to do differently? Yes. Was I a third-grade coach of Friars Club in Cincinnati? Yes. Is that my only basketball experience as a coach? Yes. Erroneous. Irrelevant. It doesn't matter. All that matters is 90% of coaching is having players. Look at Greg Popovich, Hall of Fame coach. He doesn't have players anymore. He looks like a terrible coach. You get good players, good things happen. Wes Miller's putting together a good roster. Good dude. He's got the train on the tracks. Enjoy it, everyone. Enjoy the climb. May not happen this year, but this team's coming for the Big 12. This team is going to compete. Hell, they're already competing. That's 4 Big 12 games. We've been in every single one. We've won 2. And a lot more to come from here because it's a young team that's only going to get better. So let's play this on the way out, Houdini, one more time as we tell everyone about our show, The Chatter. that we are actually not going to record tonight, Houdini. I know we were planning on it, but overtime put a wrench in those plans. I got to run to Jewel Osco, pick up some ribeye. Bearcats win. I have steak and eggs for breakfast.
You deserve
Steak
it.
and eggs, baby. Dozen eggs and a big thing of steak after the Bearcats get it done. So no chatter tonight, but we'll drop it in the next couple days. It's a great show. We've had on guests like Frank Michael Smith, great sports personality. Lorenzo Neal, should be a Hall of Fame running back, fullback rather, but a 5-time Pro Bowler. Sean Salisbury. We talked to him about Sandler. Who else did we have on the show? Matt Jones from Kentucky Sports Radio. One of the idols for us. We're trying to, have the Bearcats be the top team in the country, so someday we can have our own KSR. Go Cats. All right, everyone. So the chatter, subscribe to it right now. Even to the Kansas guys in the group. It's evergreen. We talk about fun stuff. It's not a bunch of Cincinnati sports. It's a little bit of everything. Here's a promo for the show. That does it for Chatterbox Bearcats. Most successful show in history. It's only up from here. Bearcats improved to 13-4, 2-2, 81-77 over TCU. Survive in advance. They do it. Hit your free throws. Come on. Mike and drills.
Free
Hello,
throws,
Newman.
layups, turnovers.
John Newman
Clean it
was
up,
great.
fellas.
Clean it up. Next up, Oklahoma on Saturday. This is Chatterbox Bearcats for Chuck and Houdini. Have a great day. Here's the chatter promo.
See you, fellas.
What if I told you that no two paths are ever the same? That different roads oftentimes lead to the spot where it all began? What if I told you two childhood friends came together to take over the podcast world?
Where's my snare? Villanova should not be in the tournament.
Hey, everybody, how are you? Chuck Walter here. This sweatshirt's getting a little hot in here. It's sorry about it, Pittsburgh. Better luck tomorrow.
Cincinnati, how we doing tonight?
The only thing on my mind this year is getting back to the state championship and smoking as much resin as I possibly can with my buddies.
It's the Skyline chili eating duo you love.
Oh, sweet heavens.
Back in action. This is The Chatter.